Yeah. Well,
Which
then
must mean that's the shape nature formed from.
Yes.
I mean, when you break it down into very simplistic concepts like that, it makes a lot of sense.
It does. I personally I get annoyed when people insist that the technology would not have existed for the pyramids to be built.
You don't need technology when you have thousands upon thousands of slaves.
Well, that's the first part. It wasn't even slaves. It was taxpayers. You went and built the pyramid, and then that was your taxes. Boom. You did it for like a week or two, a year, and that was it.
That's basically like, you know, National Guard reservists. And wow, I ran out of cobblestone. How about that?
But, why it annoys me, though, is because it denies human beings their greatest, greatest trait, which is our ability to figure shit out. Because we can come up with some absolutely ridiculous shit for when we want to. And it doesn't have to make a damn, iota of sense, but we can figure it out. And when people are like, no, we weren't smart enough to build that. No, fuck you. When I was a kid, trust me, I could have figured out how to use levers to move our goddamn Jeep Cherokee if I had been allowed to.
I mean, on the one hand, yes, I truly believe that you could have. On the other hand, you weren't a normal child.
No. Well, I'm just going to assume that someone in ancient Egypt was a little bit weird. Like me. Or,
Probably more than just someone.
Oh, yeah. And someone out there went, you know what? They never would have been able to figure out how to do it. Meanwhile, archaeologists have figured out, as if I recall, no less than 7 separate ways you could use to move those stones.
Yeah.
You just build an inclined ramp. You put it on logs and move them. If you wet the ground, they slide over logs. Yeah, they never would have been able to do it. Never would have been able to do it. That's why we were able to come up with so many ways of doing it that involve simple tools. What is that? Creativity is mankind's greatest strength. And when people go, no way. God damn it, speaking of creativity, I just realized I'm still in effing creative mode. Oh, right. Well. Well, all I'm doing is putting up ladders. I'll go throw wood away. And that'll be fair. Where's wood? I'll throw away a stack of 64. There. Now it's fair. Done. Now back into regular mode. I forgot.
Actually, I don't even need to carry my food around with me because we're in peaceful.
Yeah.
More bucket space.
Bucket space. One of those weird parts of space you don't hear about too often. There's subspace.
My hot bar either, do I?
Probably not.
Because the whole point is to take light down at this point, not to put light up.
Alright. I need to put down... Speaking of which, I need to put down some torches so I'll be able to find that entrance again.
That's what she said?
Yeah. Alright.
One more bucket.
Now I've got to figure out some fluming.
What was it that we can't craft in the extended crafting table because it crashes the server?
Almost anything. Signs for one.
No, I've been crafting signs in the extended crafting table.
Then it might just crash them on my end. I don't know.
Interesting.
Well,
yeah, no, I mean, that shit's been working fine for me. Don't go try to craft the sign.
I was going to, I'm not going to lie.
I'd rather not have the server crash while we're in the middle of this.
Yeah.
You can test it after we're done if you want to still, but,
Yeah.
Not right now.
No. Damn it, pants. Stop trying to strangle my... Nah. Just strangle my junk, apparently.
Oh.
It's just one of those, why am I giving myself a wedgie just sitting still? What's happening?
Maybe you need better pants.
I probably do. When you're a certain size of fat.
Right.
Alright.
Sometimes in life, fat.
Frequently in life, fat for me.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, it just kind of comes with the territory or something.
Comes with the fat.
Yeah.
Fetch with the fat.
That too.
I realized that of all the things I do, the thing that most upsets Angel is when I start making fun of the cat for being fat. This means, but not like seriously upsets her, but you need to stop that. You're going to give the cat a complex. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not going to give the cat a complex. She's a cat. There will never be a complex that this cat has because she's a cat.
She's not complex.
No. Actually, she is, but, you know, in a socio-economic kind of way.
Mm. I
don't know what that means. Mr. Bucket? I say as I accidentally put down water.
Well, it's probably not an accident. It was just like, you know...
gods of irony.
About buckets, and so you just started using buckets.
The gods of irony smile upon me today.
Okay, that was probably a stupid thing to do. Closed off this whole one side here without actually stopping to figure out where the edge was.
See, there is the ridiculously difficult factory craft, which involves a lot of... Wow, I'm actually out of cobble. Holy shit. And I'm stuck up here now without cobble, of course.
Well, you're not completely out of it, right?
No, I just go back and hit the wood button a few thousand times if I was. I've still got a ton of cobble.
Yeah, because, you know, we've got that whole thing where we probably have a lifetime supply of cobblestone.
Oh, I'm actually down to 2 chests now. But I'm probably going to be done before I use it.
Not gonna lie, I'm kind of disappointed how fast you're getting through yours.
I'm going to say, well, I'm, basically, just because I've gotten it to this stage does not mean that I have any idea what I'm going to do.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I'm finishing up some flume work, but I have no idea how I'm going to handle this. Like, yeah, I've got a fluming onion.
You know, those always sound like so much better idea than they actually are in practice.
I've never had one, but I kind of want to try one time. But it's just deep-fried onion, so there's really no point.
It's usually a finer batter than onion rings.
Ah.
So it's not exactly the same thing.
Ah, fair enough.
And of course, since the way they cut the onion, it's not also like where you bite into an onion ring and pull back and the entire substance of onion comes out.
Yeah.
Leaving just the limp batter behind.
Ah, it sounds so appetizing.
I don't actually really enjoy eating onion rings most of the time, to be honest.
Well, I quite enjoy onion rings. My stomach no longer enjoys onion rings.
I see.
So I just was, oh man, yeah, onion rings. Oh, well, I'm going to be horribly, horribly bloated for 1.5 years now.
That's a while.
Yeah, well.
My problem is indigestion.
Oh yeah, that as well. I've learned to ignore 90% of indigestion. But every now and then, you'll get that one that hits you and you're like, well, I'm just going to lay here for today. I'm going to lay here.
When I get indigestion, laying's kind of the last thing I need to do, because it's indigestion in the form of literally the stuff is sitting in my stomach so long, I'm just getting constant reflux.
Oh, yeah. I get indigestion usually in the form of horrible, horrible acid reflux.
Right.
And that's about it.
And for me, that worsens if I lay down.
For me,
like, it's not fun when I'm sitting up, but at least I can,
yeah,
tolerate. I can suffer through it better.
Yeah.
It's the thing where, yep, I know I'm old because I have to be sure to only eat certain things before certain times of day.
Yeah. That's one of the sad things about getting older. Like, oh man, I like that. What time is it? Nope. Well,
either that or I have to plan to be like, okay, I'm going to stay up for X amount of time after I eat this so I don't die.
Mm-hmm.
Or so I don't wish death upon myself.
Well, maybe I'll be lucky and not drown to death in my own acidy vomit in my lungs.
Oh, yeah, that's also a concern.
Yeah.
That is a concern.
Hooray, being old. Kids, I don't recommend it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Die young. Please.
Or just never live in the first place.
That's the better one, because then you're never, like, disappointed. And you don't have to feel bad about how your life went, not the way you wanted it to. The way that are just, when you're born, just crawl back in. I'll be fine. Your parents will understand. Mom might be a little upset, but it'll be fine.
Okay, let's build some more signs. That should do for now.
Mr. Bucket.
Signs pop out of my mouth.
Mr. Bucket. Oh, eat all the grouse. I don't know. Ducats and nuns. Alright. I'm just thinking about the Feed the Beast thing. We do need to find one that is ridiculous when we do.
Uh-huh.
Something that is impractical. Or, well, if not impractical, just something that is the sort of shit we normally do that's horribly impractical. Mm-hmm. Something with as much... Like I said, I'm thinking something that involves machines. Like, you can get machines that just straight up mine for you.
Right. I'm aware. I was kind of thinking, like, perhaps we should adapt this challenge into that in a certain way.
It's not a bad plan.
And figure out a way to, limit ourselves to a one chunk space.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to survive and be, like, self-sufficient within that one chunk space.
That's not a bad idea, actually. And the best part is we could eliminate the entire world around us other than that chunk.
Do we really need to?
Well, for the sake of amusement, we could literally delete everything else that exists in the world.
Do we need to?
Well, we don't need to, but,
That seems like it's going a little far.
Yeah? And it's us.
Of course, I'm also concerned about if a 16 by 16 space is capable of supporting everything.
I think it would be. I mean... Or better, we could just surround ourselves in a bedrock cube.
Perhaps.
That way, it's ridiculous. No,
well, it's ridiculous anyway.
I mean, we wouldn't, block out the sun or anything, because that would be
ridiculous?
Stupid. Well, wouldn't allow us to grow crops.
Well, yeah.
Having to do
that is kind of an issue.
Actually having to do a little bit of construction in creative mode because I don't know what I've done. And I have to get a higher ground vantage point to see what the hell I've done. Well, actually, let me hop out of it. I'm probably fine now that I've seen that and done that. There. I think that'll be good. Yeah. Yeah. Zap, 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 moo. Alright, speaking of indigestion, we got some Old Bay cheese curls today.
Uh-huh.
And they are delicious, and I am made of heartburn. Like, primarily of heartburn at this point. Over 51% of me is heartburn.
I ate a boxed lasagna for dinner.
That's also a good way to get heartburn.
I put more cheese on it, too.
It's obviously the only sensible way to do it, but heartburn is understandable.
Provolone.
Well, that's the best cheese to put on anything.
Love that smoked mozzarella.
Oh yeah, there's a Italian deli right by us that not only makes their own mozzarella, but they smoke their own mozzarella.
Mm-hmm.
And it is some delicious shit. And, like, I could put that on literally any food stuff as far as I'm concerned.
Uh-huh.
Especially other cheeses.
Well, yes. Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm putting cheese on my cheese so I can heart attack while I heart attack.
Yo, dog.
I'm gonna have to create a sound effects pack that plays the Mr. Bucket music anytime I use a bucket. And then I'll forget that it's there. And then, like, 6 months down the line, I'll just be playing it and pull out a bucket and hear, Mr. Bucket. And I was like, what?
Can you do those kinds of on-event noises?
You can, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah. How about I have some logs put away up here, otherwise I'm going to take a walk to the center point. Because my design's going through a hell of a lot of wood.
Wow. It's, important to wood.
Well, there's some planks.
Put down some of this.
Really should have organized this stuff.
I think this section of the chamber is just about done. I'm gonna have to... I don't even know what the hell to do now. Like, I've gotten to the point now where everything I went, I can do that! You know, as a way to stall for time, while I thought of what to do, is already done.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't thought of anything.
Well, what's the holdup?
Not knowing where do I go from here. And I'm thinking...
Okay, I realize you don't know where to go from here, but I'm not sure where you're getting stuck.
Yeah. And what do you want? Yes. That's... I need to get... Well, I need to get up there.
If you have a physically constructed thing, I mean, shouldn't the next steps be obvious?
Well, I'm trying to figure out where to put the spawn chamber, or how to handle... Well, actually, I need to... I'm gonna need to replace this because this... Yeah.
You know, that doesn't work.
Damn it. I tried.
Hmm.
I was really hoping it would.
Better luck next time.
No. I probably won't. There's no way that, you know. Now you just won't hit that button. You'll just put a command in when you want to do that.
I mean, the command is so easy.
Yeah. It says, you know, kill / Donald Trump. If only. Alright. Well, there goes most of my torches. Damn water.
Well, you need the torches up eventually.
Well, not in this chamber, actually. This is not in the spawning chamber.